everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features a very good defense. The Seahawks are the least scored on team in the league, and they'll be up against the Falcons offense that will need to rise to the occasion. With that, let's welcome in our fine broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Larry, we are just south of historic Pioneer Square at Century Link Field in the beautiful city of Seattle, Washington. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. They come in with some fresh legs as they got the week off last week thanks to the early season bye.
And usually you hope your bye comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get fresh legs back, you take that time and you run with it.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They'll be led out by their fifth-year quarterback and Super Bowl champion in 2014. It's Russell Wilson.
And hasn't it been fun watching the maturation of Russell Wilson as a quarterback? Because I think that Seattle did a great job of protecting him early, making sure they ran the heck out of the football, played great defense, careful with him throwing the ball. But as time has gone on, they don't have to protect him anymore. He's just a legit starting quarterback, one of the best in the league. What's his overall record? 46-18 as a starter?
Yeah, coming into 2016, not bad.
Not bad, not bad at all. 2 Super Bowl appearances, 1 championship.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. Going to throw right side here, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
They go play action now. Wilson. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I don't care how many times you tell this story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good. They'll run for the first time with Lacey. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On 2nd down, Lacey. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Wilson. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
And that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st down, and inside the 5-yard line.
So now it's 1st and goal. They'll run it with Lacey. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. An encroachment penalty here, maybe just a mental lapse, partner.
Sometimes you have to just watch the football. Make sure it's snapped before you're jumping.
Still 2nd down.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. the play fake. Here's Wilson. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Jonathan Babineau busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Wilson. That's caught at the 3. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive. Wilson. Now this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. And tough starting field position here. So, Charles, they wanted 7 on that opening drive. They didn't want to settle for a field goal.
Felt like a tone setter. You know, that's what they were looking for.
And now he's going to go down in the end zone. Down goes Matt Ryan, and that's a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's pile this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Adrian Claiborne able to get him for a loss of about 3.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
The intended target, Doug Baldwin, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Wonder what's in the offensive playbook on 3rd and 13. We're about to find out.
Hey. 4 down.
They go play action with Wilson. And he's got Lockett. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Only one score in the first quarter, and it came from the defense. 2-0 is our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a 1st down.
Watch left. Start with me here.
They come up in an offset eye. They go play action here on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. A good pickup there on 20 yards. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
4 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. And the coach has decided to challenge this play. He has tossed down the red flag.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. They're going on 4th. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The second-year man, Vic Beasley, able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. Well, the D brought the house. They called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz, and in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that 4th down.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
So that tackle for loss by Michael Bennett. He was 2nd in the NFC in that category last year with 19 of them.
Hard to believe that he went to his first Pro Bowl last year. I thought he would have gone earlier because his impact is always big.
Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down, doesn't matter how far they need for a 1st down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the 1st down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
And it's now a 7-2 ball game. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Falcons defense gearing up as they take the field. And an important stop in a tight game their last time.
Always important to stop them. We know that. But as you noted, in a tight game, so much more critical to get it done, and that's exactly what they did.
And they'll be trying to do that once more here. We'll see who wins the battle.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Eluding the pressure right. He hits Baldwin right side. Doug Baldwin. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Doug Baldwin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. Stephen Hauschka for the point after. It's up and good, and the lead now moves to 9-7. Hardly any time taken off the clock there. 2 plays, and they find the end zone for 6 points. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Here's Eric Weems now on the return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Larry Ridley will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. Now it's Lockett. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them, don't they?
They get a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Now a handoff. Here's Lacey. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Throwing is Wilson. Looking for Baldwin. Intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
After the interception, here's Ryan. That's complete, right around the 8. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. He's got time. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Mohamed Sanu, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have once again taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. but you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. Now Wilson on first down. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Second and 10 now. Wilson. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And that's incomplete.
Holding. Defense.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Seahawks have been a mess when it comes to avoiding turnovers. The Falcons, however, probably feel like they should be doing better on the scoreboard. All right, let's do this. Here's the first half highlights. Seahawks have it at the 4, and he'll eventually be brought down, but not before getting to the 2-yard line. Third down, inches to go. Freeman's got great blocking here, and a quick 3-play drive ends with a score. That pushes the lead to 5. Seahawks with the ball midway through the second. The quick pass, it's complete, and this 2-play drive goes for a touchdown. They will go ahead by 2. Offense now with the shot after the interception. Matty Ice. Matt Ryan hits on the pass into coverage, and he finds his mark for the score. Falcons up now by 5.
All right, Larry, thank you. A fairly tight game here as we get set to resume play in this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. On second down, Freeman. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
And that's caught by Tammy. The 30, the 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Falcons. Jacob Tammy, his second touchdown on the season, and the Falcons will extend their lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Tyler Lockett now with a return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he's brought down after a good game.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. Lacey will try again. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Say what you want about Eddie Lacy. He is really important to his team, and right now they're holding him down well below his normal yardage total, and his team's losing the game.
And we talk about it so often, how tough he is to bring down, but they found a way to do it.
Yeah, I think gang tackling, getting a lot of people to him, that's the key to everything. Not many guys can take him down one-on-one consistently.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. On is Hauschka now for the Seahawk field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he's got the big tight end, Graham. Touchdown, Seattle. Jimmy Graham, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game.
I don't know who exactly made the call. Was it the special teams coach? But it had to be okayed by the head coach. Gutsy call. Fake field goal that results in a touchdown. A terrific play.
Now Hauschka to tack on the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And the Seahawks capping it off with a touchdown. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They come out here in the eye. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early.
False start, offense.
a penalty. Here's Freeman. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackle was there right away for a loss of yardage.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game. Speed comes off the edge there, Charles, from the end, and he blindsides him.
And the guy who's supposed to protect the quarterback, maybe the highest paid guy on the offensive line, the left tackle, hard to deal with there. Defensive end had too much speed and got to him.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. Returnable for Lockett. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Vic Beasley able to make the tackle. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
And he showcases the spin, a pretty good gain before he's taken down. Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. One back is Lacey. To throw is Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
But one thing that's confirmed is that Russell Wilson knows how to elude pressure, and he finds openings to throw the ball, and he does the same thing in running it. He lost about 300 yards from last season in his rushing total, but I think that's a good thing. People respect his running ability so much, it's opening up pass lanes for his team.
And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signify.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Their dangerous wide receiver. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the fourth. And how about that giving us our 5th lead change of the game? It's been back and forth.
No doubt about it. And right now, they're ahead, but they can't relax at all because if we've had 5 lead changes, I'm kind of betting on a 6th.
Yeah, we might see a 6th. Here's Hauschka for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Here's Weems to return. What a spin. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. Well, you don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure. Julio Jones all alone. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the 4th. And that score gives us our 6th lead change of the game.
Are we back on the playground on the seesaw?
A little seesaw battle,
right?
Yeah.
Up and down, up and down. What a game we've watched here.
It's been fun. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
15 yards through the air and a first down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So the flag is for the very rare illegal forward pass penalty.
Not often that a quarterback forgets where the line of scrimmage is. They have an innate sense about it. On this play, the quarterback did.
On second down, Wilson. And his throw here is incomplete.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Here's John Ryan now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. On the return, Hester. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Falcon football as they take possession. And time now for the Seahawk defense to take their spots again on the field. Their secondary, they have some things to sort out. They've given up 3 touchdowns. That last drive was basically all through the air.
No doubt about it. And what they're also hoping is to get their big guys up front going and give them a little cover with some pass rush. Right now, they're not getting that. The leverage battle being won by the offense, and that's really hurting the guys in the secondary. They're carving them right up.
I like that. The former DB making sure that the guys up front are responsible, too.
I'm not trying to throw them under the bus or anything, but maybe I just backed up over them, didn't I?
A little bit. Ryan. And Tammy with it over the middle. 15 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be first down Atlanta. And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice. On first down, Ryan. And he will find his man on the outside. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw is Ryan. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And the gamble fails. It's incomplete. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out.
I remember being taught that cliches have become so for a reason. A lot of times they're true, right? What's that they used to tell us about letting sleeping dogs lie? Well, this one wasn't sleeping, maybe just slumbering a little bit. But taking that gamble there, you got the lead. You may have ignited them now. They stopped you.
That's exactly right. If you take the points here, you don't shift momentum necessarily on that play. You probably just did. They'll look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now a first down carry. It's Lacy. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Back to throw. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. They'll come out in the pistol. He's back to throw. He finds his man, Baldwin. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On first down, Procise. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And a cutback right sideline. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Here's Bryant for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And we're hitting the end of this one, and it looks to probably be the final play. One last shot for Wilson. Rolling to his right. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Charles, this is not an easy place to win. They are known for having such a great crowd. But how about that? They came in here, they were determined from the opening kick, and they got it done.
And they've done such a great job at putting an excellent team on the field. But the argument